I have labels. These are adhesive. So that was measuring cup set. Next is measuring girl, what? Boom. So a knife set is very important. Sugar and spice and everything nice. So you'll place it here. I highly recommend for it to be glass bowl. If you use the plastic bowls, you're gonna clean out the plastic bowls, but you know, in the cracks of those plastic bowls, it still might be some product left. With glass bowls, nice and sleek. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking this video and just showing me support, coming back to my channel, coming back to my videos, and the numbers are growing. I appreciate every single one of y'all. So today we're doing a sit down video. You know, I want to add value to my channel and to you guys too. Just things that I've learned over time with a skincare business. So today, as you can tell by the title of the video, I'm going to be showing the most important, you know, things that you would need to start off with, essentials for a skincare business. So let's get right into it. All right, so the first essential for body business, first thing you already know, we're gonna need a cutting board. I got me a big old thick cutting board from Walmart. But we're gonna be cutting board. We're gonna be cutting up our butters. We're gonna be cutting up butters. You know, butters, especially cocoa butter. Well, you can buy cocoa butter in waffle cuts, but cocoa butter is really thick, and you know, you want to separate your butters and oils from your kitchen, so you don't want to cut it on the plate or on the kitchen cabinet. You want to get a cutting board that's strictly for your skincare business. You don't want to mix it together with your actual kitchen tools. So you want to have a separate one for your body butter business alone, strictly for your body butter business. You're going to be cutting up butters. You're going to be using a knife. So this is very important to have. Very important. You can't do it on the table. You can't do it on the kitchen cabinet. You can't do it on a plate. You need a kitchen. You need a cutting board. So that's very important. Next, we have a knife set. Boom. So a knife set is very important as well. I'm missing one because I use this one all the time, but you know, as I start to get more orders and I start to make more orders, I'm going to be using this one, and I'm probably going to get a new one, but this is good to start off with. I got this from Walmart. Pretty basic 4-piece set. You know, this is pretty good. You're going to be cutting up butters. You're going to be cutting up anything for your business. I use it sometimes to cut up my plastic wrap and my butters, but this is very important. And all this body skincare equipment that you need, you don't want to mix it with your kitchen tools equipment that you use for cooking and baking. So you want this to all be separate. I highly recommend a stainless steel kitchen set. Very sleek, very nice, easy to clean, easy to use. Boom. And then we're gonna have spatulas. So I have my spatulas up here on my business wall. This is very important. So I have a set of spatulas. I got these from IKEA. IKEA is a really great place to start to buy your skincare equipment to start off with. They have everything. They have it very organized, color coordinated, neat. It's really good to start off with. But I bought it from IKEA. I use it to scrape the bowls while I'm, you know, in the process of making the skincare, making the body butter. It's so convenient. I got like kind of like it's like a rubberish type of it's like rubberish type of texture. I got that, but I noticed when it's like when I'm making body butter and I try to dig deep in, it doesn't get all of it because it's not so hard. So I do want to get like maybe a harder one, like I don't know, maybe a wooden one or a stainless steel one. But this is good to start off with, though. I can give it that. These are good to start off with. But yeah, so we had the spatulas. And the next one I have is a wooden spoon, which I just mentioned. A wooden spoon is convenient as well because and you know, this can only get so much because it's rubber type of texture. So when at the bottom of the bowl, when you're trying to, you know, pick it to get so the blender can get everything, you're not able to pick it for the most part. Sometimes I have to get a spoon because this is not, you know, as hard to get the hard butter at the bottom of the bowl. So a wooden spoon is another alternative to get. If you get everything, it's hard enough to get everything. It's hard enough to get in the nookies and crookies and get all of that stuff. Okay, and then the next thing we have is a pot or freezer. Wait, what? Oh, a pot. You don't need a pot, girl or boy. You need a pot, okay? Because when you're heating your butters and your oils in the double boiler method, so you're gonna have your stove, and then you're gonna have a pot of water, and then you're gonna have a pot. Okay, you're gonna need a pot to place your oils and your butters and your hardeners and your any other add-ons that you add into your formula for your body butter. You're gonna put that all in the bowl that you're gonna place on top of the stove. So you're gonna need a bowl, not a little bowl. You can get like a, this is what I use. One second. I use this. I use a stainless steel bowl, a big old bowl. Place everything, sugar and spice and everything nice. So you're gonna place it in here and you're gonna put it on top of the stove and it's gonna heat, and that is your double boiler method. So you can do that. Next we have a measuring cup set. So let's go back to the wall. So my measuring cup set, I don't have much, but it does the job good. I have a 2-pint or 32 ounce one, and then I also have a 60 ounce one. So I have 2 measuring cups. Very convenient. I don't weigh it by cups, I weigh it by ounces. Got this from IKEA. Most of the equipment, the kitchen equipment that I'm showcasing is from IKEA and Walmart. Very convenient, really good stores to start off your business with. But yeah, and this is a glass set, so they're really convenient. They're pretty big. You can even go bigger than this, but this is something good to start off with. You can see like it has the measurements on the cup. So these are very convenient. Very, very convenient. Ooh. All right, so the next thing that we have is measuring spoon cup set. So that was measuring cup set. Next is measuring girl, what? Measuring cup set, measuring spoon set. Okay, measuring spoon set is our next one on the list. So, oh my gosh, I don't know, what the heck? Let me go get it. So measuring, boom. Boom, boom, boom. I have like a whole set that I use. Just this. Ooh. They're actually dirty because I kind of just made body butter the other day, and it has measuring the measurements on them. Like it says 1 cup 240 millimeters, like it's engraved on the measuring cups itself. Got this from IKEA. IKEA has everything, and it's good quality from IKEA as well, so you cannot go wrong with IKEA. Do not sleep on IKEA, especially in skincare business. I measure my oils in it. I measure my hardeners in it, beeswax, stearic acid in there, and it's different sizes. So let's just say I want to use 2 cups of sweet almond oil, 1 cup of coconut oil, and 1 cup of grapeseed oil. I can use these measuring cups with it. Very convenient, keep it organized, and it's stainless steel, so I like that. Next we have, you can use sticks or you can use glass sticks. I have regular wooden sticks. So this is very, very convenient with me. For me, regular wooden sticks. These are convenient for me when it comes to mica powder. I have my mica powder up here on the wall here. When I don't measure my mica powder. I go based off, well, let me not say that. I do measure it, but I measure it with my eyes, not actually through the metric system. Pour it in the body butter until I have my desired look, my desired color. Okay, sorry about that. My camera is running out of space. I gotta get a memory card for this Canon camera. Anyway, so you can either use, like me, I use wooden sticks. You can use plastic sticks. You can use glass sticks. So there's different type of sticks, so many options you have. I keep it simple. Well, either or is simple, it's just what your preference is. Something to start off with, got this from Walmart, 150 pack of wooden craft sticks made of real wood. I only use it for mica powder. I don't really have another reason to use it. Next we have glass bowls. Yes. So I use these glass bowls. Regular glass bowls, IKEA, Walmart, boom. I have about 2 or 3 more I use. I use those sometimes, well, not sometimes, I use those to separate the different butters I have. So that'll be shea butter, cocoa butter, mango butter. I use it to separate the butters I have. Sometimes I use it to separate the oils I have. These are mainly used for separating for butters. Very convenient. I highly recommend for it to be glass bowls. The reasons why is if you use a plastic bowl, you know, of course you're going to keep it sanitized, you're going to clean out the plastic bowls, but you know, in the cracks of those plastic bowls it still might be some product left. So, you know, you probably didn't clean it enough. With glass bowls, nice and sleek, you can clean it, dry it, and you'll be good to go. So these don't, you know, these are better to clean, they're better to get everything out. So I highly recommend glass bowls. When I make like a rainbow color, like a body butter that has 5 colors and 1 body butter, I measured my the body butter with the different colors. So 2 ounces of pink, 2 ounces of purple, 2 ounces of blue, 2 ounces of green colored body butter, because you know each color has to be the same amount, has to be the same weight, so it won't look off. So it can look even. The colors can look even in the body butter. I don't know if that makes sense. I hope I explained that good enough. Also, you need stainless steel bowls. I have here, I have like a whole bunch of these. I use it to, like I said earlier in the video, I use it to heat my body butter, heat my butters and oils and hardeners and stearic acid. I use these bowls to heat it in the double boiler method. Also, I use it to separate the body butter by the colors along with these glass bowls. But stainless bowls are very important throughout the process of you making body butter. Next we have disposable pipettes. I do not use those, but I am going to get those. Disposable pipettes, I know they're good for like drops. For example, you can use those for fragrance oils. So if you want to, you know, get some and put it in this batch, get some and put it in that batch. So those are good for those, for that type of colors. Also, disposable pipettes are good for vitamin E oil. So for vitamin E oil, I use, this is really small, but I use this for measure my vitamin E oil. But I do want to get pipettes. They're really thin, they're disposable, so you don't have to clean them, and they're tiny and convenient, so I do want to get those. Next we have scissors. I got my scissors here. Regular old scissors. Regular scissors. Scissors are very important for making body butter, because let's just say that you want to cut open the bag, you want to cut open your body butter. It's just, you know, I'm going over the basics, but the, you know, the little things matter the most when you're cutting your what is these called, when you're cutting your pipette bags. You're gonna need scissors throughout this process, especially at the end when it's time to pipe. Next we have a kitchen scale. I have my kitchen scale. I'm actually gonna insert a picture as well. But this is my kitchen scale, right? Kitchen. Why am I saying kitchen scale? Scale. Scale, girl. Wait.
Open it.
Wait. Okay, kitchen scale. This is. You're gonna need this, honey. You can't get around this. You're gonna need the scale, a kitchen scale. You're gonna need scale to weigh. I can weigh this. I gotta plug it up and turn it on, but I can weigh this in grams and ounces. I use grams to weigh my body butters, but to each its own. You're going to need a scale, sweetheart. When I first started practicing body butters, I used to use, what is this? A digital scale. Look how tiny this is. Okay, I used to lay it down and put like the jars in it. This used to be my scale I used to work with, and then I invested into this scale, which is very, very good. Each does the job done, but you know, I wanted to make that investment. You know, because I'm a body butter queen, okay? I do this. Okay, anyway, and then I did some research. Most people in this industry use a kitchen scale, so I invested in a kitchen scale, and it does the job really good. So yes, you're gonna need a scale. You have to measure the oils, you have to measure the butters. You have to measure once you whip it, you have to measure out the body butter in different sections to place the color in it. You're gonna have to measure. This whole step requires a measurement, and even before you start your making the body butter, you got to know your measurements. Like 60% butters, 30% oil. I mean, 60% butters, 30% oils. Okay, now I got my percentage. Now I have to measure it. You're gonna need a scale. You're gonna need measurements in this whole process. Next we have jars. So we're going to need product containers, of course. So I'm gonna show you a picture. I have a whole bunch of jars. I bought my jars from, dang, I'm gonna insert, but you need it to store it, that body butter, in some type of product container. So you're going to need a jar. Jar is very, I start off with 4 ounces jars. That's a good amount of size to feel the texture. Ask other people their opinion, you know, work with it and then move up. So I started with 4 ounce jars, and then, you know, now I do 6 ounce jars and then 8 ounce jars. So, but you're gonna need jars. You can't put it, I mean, you can put it in Ziploc bags, but you don't really want to do that. So jars is a very good investment. Also, you're going to need a shelf. Yes. So actually right here, this was my first shelf. You can't see because it has my printer and body butters and oils, but this is my first shelf. I got this from IKEA. I told you I used to live, when I first started my business and I got paid, IKEA, I am coming to you and you are taking a percentage of my money because I need to start this business. You're going to need a shelf to place your inventory, your oils, your jars, your body butter, my printer, my thermal labor printer, everything. The shelves is where it's going to be. You got to be organized with it too. You can't, you know, like if I didn't have a shelf, I don't know where I could place that stuff. Like, I can't place it in my 4-year-old room, my 4-year-old son's room, his closet, his bathroom, my room, my laundry room. I need it to be separated, organized, and on a shelf. Okay, next you need a rag and detergent. So the cleanup process, it's messy, but it needs to be done. Oils, once you're done cleaning up oils, the jars, the bowls, the spoons, the spatulas, it's going to be oily and sticky. You need to clean it up. What I use is this regular dish detergent, Dawn dish detergent, 50% less scrubbing, so I use this. And also I don't use a rag, I use a scrubber. We have to clean up, so we're going to use it again and again and again and again. So we need to clean up behind ourselves. You have to practice, you have to know the importance of a good sanitary practice. Next we have seal and wrap paper. So where is mine? Up right here. Okay, so press and seal. Boom. It's important if you're dealing with different colors, but you are going to need this. You're going to need this because the reason why is when you're making the colors, you're gonna need to separate the body butter with the different colors, and this is a very good texture. I think everyone that I studied while I was learning my formula and whatnot uses this press and seal, like everyone. I think it's the way to go for body butters. But you're gonna need this to you're gonna lay down that seal, and then you're gonna section and separate the different body butters based on the colors, and then you're gonna wrap it up like a Subway sandwich, and then you're gonna pipe. If that makes sense. I really hope I'm explaining it to you guys. But I'll insert a picture of me with the different colors. Under the colors is the press and seal wrap paper. It's very important. Okay? And by the way, before we move forward, make sure you follow my business Instagram at Skin Slush. Yes, Skin Slush is open. It's not quite yet open to start for me to start selling, but it is open. I am posting. I'm being consistent. Yes, I'm trying to post strategic content. I'm starting. I am working. I'm a black woman. I'm a working woman. Anyway, let me stop. But yes, make sure you guys follow my Instagram. I really appreciate it. Show some love. Show some support. So next up we have in line is an apron. Yes, an apron. Listen, you're gonna be working with oils. You're gonna be working with butters. You're gonna be working with things, you know, unless you have clothes that is like your walk around house clothes that you don't really care. But you want to be like, you want to feel like for real. You want to feel like you want to feel like I'm doing it for real, so I need to be for real. So an apron is for real. I'm just kidding, but you want to use an apron. To be honest, when I first started formulating with body butters, I used to use my apron. Now I don't touch it, but I do want to start touching it. And I have a house. I realized that is not like a lab apron or like something for skincare formulation. This is for cooking. Let me show y'all. Do not laugh. This is my apron. Coffee right meow. This is my apron. This was my apron. Okay. And I was like, that's not a skincare apron. That's a cooking apron. That's a baking apron. But I used to use that, and it was pretty helpful. Like, I used to see like things got on my apron, you know, and it didn't get on me. So apron is, it's not necessary, but it is something to you know, to like, okay, let me get an apron as well. There's nothing wrong with it. You're gonna need a work table. This is my work table. This is very important because you don't want to use like your kitchen table, your kids table, your actual work table. You want to use your business table to be your work table. I have a work table. I have well, this is my business area, but I have a work table, chair, all that. But you're gonna need a work table to actually make the body butters. You're gonna need a table. So yeah, a table is very important. This is pretty common sense, but it's basics. And you know, I want to point out things that you probably didn't realize. Like, what about this and that and that and this and this? You're gonna need that. So I'm just pointing out the basics, which is, remember, the small things matter the most. You're gonna need notebooks. I have about 3 notebooks. Very important. No, I have 4 notebooks. I have 3 notebooks for myself for the business stuff, and then I have 1 notebook that I write all my formulas on, and I number them about formula 1, formula 2. I have like 61 formulas. So you're gonna need notebooks, and notebooks for different reasons. This notebook is for content. This notebook is for marketing. This notebook is for my to-do list. This notebook is for formulas. You're gonna need a notebook. Notebook is gonna be your best friend. This notebook is for things that I want to manifest. This notebook is for my goals. This notebook is what I write in when I want to write things that I'm grateful for. Notebook. Just get a notebook, girl. Last but not least, you're going to need some labels. So when I first started, I used to write numbers on a piece of paper, cut it up in little sections, and then tape it on the jars. That did me some good at first, but you know, once I start selling, I'm going to need labels. But we're just talking about for now. But I have labels here. Okay, I have labels. These are adhesive, so you just stick them off and then stick them on the jar, and boom, you don't need tape. So these labels are pretty convenient, especially, let's just say that you want to test out, you want to make a new formula for your body butter. You can do formula number 1 with this or without this, or includes a percentage of this. So labels are very, very important. I'm the label queen. When I first started making body butters, I had to label my body butters. Okay, so I could be like, okay, I label this jar number 2, this jar number 6. I'd be like, okay, I like number 2 formulation, but number 6 formula is better because it's has a smoother texture and has a more creamy texture. So I'll go with this formula, and maybe I can add a little bit of number 2 formula. And like, you need labels to know what you're doing, to know what is what, to know what went wrong and what had a better formula. Like, you're going to need labels. You're going to need labels so you can be organized, so you can know what is what. You're going to be all over the place, and you're going to drive yourself crazy if you're not organized. So we're going to need labels, and that leads back to a notebook. Labels and a notebook. Look at me. I feel like a teacher. Anyway, so guys, that is all I have for the essentials for starting a skincare or body butter business. These are the basics, but these basics are very important. I really hope I didn't forget nothing. I wrote everything down, so that should be everything. I really hope this added value to most of you guys. Thank you so much for clicking my video. I really appreciate it. You guys will see more of me. If you guys can comment and subscribe, I would really appreciate that. Help a girl out. Help a girl out, and it's YouTube. Hey. Anyway, thank you for watching my channel. I'm just kidding, but thank you for watching my channel. I appreciate it. I did forget, I forgot some other stuff that was right in front of my face. You're gonna need a piping bag to pipe the body butter. You're also going to need a piping tip to let me show y'all. And then you also need disposable gloves. You're gonna need gloves. Throughout this whole process, I wear gloves for the most part. But a piping bag, I'm gonna take it out to show you guys, is this to put your butter in. And then you're gonna put the tip, you're gonna cut this bad boy, you're gonna bust it wide open, cut it open right here, and the tip is gonna go right here. And then yeah, so you need piping bags, piping tip. There's many different type of tips. It's your preference. I wish I can show you on my tip. Like, I thought I was on the wall here, but shit, I guess not. But you're gonna need a piping tip. And then I just showed y'all the disposable gloves. I have clear gloves, but I want to buy some pink ones just to go with the aesthetic of my business, because my business is pink. And yeah.